There are two phases of life, personal and professional. If you are young, you feel that your personal life is a mess. But as you grow older, you get to know that your life is more messed up when you don't even know what to do with it and how to do it. And it's more messed up when you don't even know what to figure out. The question how doesn't come to your mind because you want to know what to figure out first. It doesn't matter if it's your personal life, your work, or your workplace because everyone is stuck in something and we all want to get out of it. We all want to figure out our life first. So in this video, I will try to help you as much as I can to figure out life and ask yourself the questions you should ask right now. It doesn't matter if you are young or old. If you are feeling stuck in your life, then these questions are for you. This question might help you to figure out what you want to do in your life and will also help you to be aware that you are not making a wrong choice while choosing a person for yourself. Because of course, who wants to get stuck with the wrong person for the rest of their life? I have figured out these questions from my life experience, so you don't have to. But you have to solve your own issues on your own. I can only guide you. But believe me, it's helpful when someone can guide you how to solve your life without stressing out. So are you ready? If you are, please grab a pen and paper to write these questions. So the first question is, are you working on yourself? I'm not asking personally or professionally. I'm asking if you are into any type of commitment to yourself. Because that shows if you are aware of your problems or not. If you are already aware, then congratulations, you are already ahead of many people. But if you are not aware of your problems because you are stuck in this instant loop that I don't even know what should I do. This is another question because many people come to this question even before answering the first question. The reason for this is that many of us don't even know what should we do to figure out our lives. What should we do to get ourselves out of this mess? So I'm here to help you to solve that loop in which you feel stuck. So are you ready with pen and paper to write these questions? If yes, then write the first question. Are you working on yourself? Not the second question, even though the second one is harder to answer. How to do that? Don't note that down because I'm going to answer it here. Now ask yourself or write down what's your priority in life. Priority is that what's more important to you. Priority can be two types in someone's life, personal and professional. Because life is different for all of us. Some of you are stuck because your personal life is a mess and you don't know what to do about it. Because when it comes to personal life, it's hard to make decisions. But let me tell you the truth about life. If your professional life is a mess, you can't solve your personal life. And for that, you have to solve yourself first. Because you already consider yourself a mess, even before doing something for yourself. But if you don't know what's your priority in life, you don't know what should you choose first in your life, you are confused about it, whether it should be your partner or parent or whether it should be your work. You are confused just like all of us. You are not alone in that. So ask yourself these questions related to the previous one. What do you want to become personally and what do you want to become professionally? Write these two questions with your answers. Answering the question will actually decide what you should focus on first. And you can solve your personal and professional problem by answering these two questions. Because if you know what you want to become in your life, that could help you figure out what's your priority. You will have a specific term to focus on after these answers. Now that you have already answered these ones, let's focus on the first, work. Because it's necessary to solve your first problem, so you can focus on the other one later. Okay, work can be of two types. One is what you do for money, because it's necessary to bring bread and butter to your house, and sometimes you do it because you have responsibility. And as we all know, you can't run from your responsibility, so you have to do it sometimes for yourself or sometimes for others, but you do it because it's necessary to earn money. And the second one is what you do for your personal satisfaction, because somehow you want your peace of mind, so you do something for yourself only. There could be some habits or any other thing you want to achieve, but you couldn't do it earlier because you didn't have time. But now you have time, so you can do it. At least you can try to know what you like in that field for your own personal satisfaction. And if it's only one for you, then congratulations, you are almost out of that loop called life. Now answer this question again. What do you want to become in both? This step is necessary for knowing if you see yourself becoming successful or not. And if it's hard for you, then focus on one thing at a time. And after you answer that, do this. Find scope in both fields. Because it's necessary to know if there is a scope in future for that particular thing or not. Or is it achievable? If yes, then how many years will it take you to achieve something in that field? The answer to this question will clear your mind whether you are stuck in a good thing or bad thing. There is another question related to this. How do you find scope in any particular thing? But if I start explaining that in this video, it will be lengthy or you will get bored. So I might make another video about how to find scope in your work. It will be a completely professional advice. Now when you find out the scope in both fields, the problem here will be how to manage your time. If you want to do both things or any of these things, because most of us complain that we don't have time to do anything else other than work. Well, let me tell you one thing, you have time. It's just you are spending it on unnecessary things like social media or overthinking. Both are completely different but related to each other. So to figure out your life, you also have to learn time management. And of course, cut out social media as much as possible. Only browse things like Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook if you are learning something. If you are not learning something, then please close that app, at least for some time. Time management is important if you are restarting something or even doing something already. Everything needs a particular time for that. Okay, for now, leave your personal life aside and let me explain how you can manage your time. There are total 4 ways to manage your time: yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. But you can't plan your whole year just by sitting in a day and thinking about what you should do. So do one thing, divide your year into 4 parts of 3 months each. Now consider that you have 4 years. And whatever you want to achieve, you have to do it in 1 year, which means in 3 months. This concept is taken from the book 12-Week Year. Want to learn something new? Give yourself 3 months. Want to change something? Give yourself 3 months. Want to decide something that is so important for your life, like career choice or choosing a partner or even in job switch or anything else? Just give yourself 3 months for every big task or big choice. Now divide these 3 months into weeks and divide your weeks into 7 days as they are. But set a smaller target than the previous one for each. And eventually you will have one big target, 3 small targets and 7 smaller targets to help you overall. And at last it's time to divide your day into hours. Divide it into 3 parts: 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, and 8 hours for daily habits and learning something new every day, in addition to achieve your big target. And most important, health. Health is so important because you can't achieve anything without your health. And I'm a prime example of health issues, as you already know if you are here from my Facebook page. So please make a routine to exercise daily. If you have a tight work schedule, then sacrifice some sleep. Cut out learning time to 1 hour, but don't leave it completely because learning something is necessary. When you have 2 things to focus on, divide your day according to your first priority and keep the other one as second. I mean in learning and apply mode. Now when you have divided everything about your life, answer this. What traps you more? If it's professional, then go back and answer all these questions again. And if it's personal, hear me out. There are 4 main aspects to consider in your personal life. The first is respect, and answer it if there is respect from both sides, because sometimes you could be the toxic one. And if you don't respect each other or respect each other's decision, then you should consider your personal relationship. The second is learn to say no, especially at time when someone is forcing you to do the things you don't want to do. And please do it everywhere, whether it's your personal life with your parents, in your relationship, or maybe in your workplace as well, if it's not related to any work. You know what I mean. Third is make decision for yourself, not for others. Not because someone will blame you for it or curse you if you leave them, or maybe they will be angry, or you have a fear that you will hurt them. Don't do it for them. Do it for yourself. Don't be stuck in something for someone else's happiness. And last, have some self-respect, because if you don't respect yourself, no one else will. And if you can't move on from someone you love, go back to the question number 1 and find out who is important to you, they or you. What's your priority in life? Okay, now wrapping it all up, I have attached the list of these questions in a Google form as well, but I wanted you to write those to know if you are serious about working on yourself. And if you are, then I guess you already have written the questions on paper. But still, if you didn't write, you can fill up your answer in my Google form, which I have given on my Messenger channel or in description as well. And I have explained every question from my side. If you still have any questions which I might not have explained, or you want to ask something, you can comment below or leave a message on my Facebook page. And if you have any suggestion regarding this video or about any topic that I should cover in my video, comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.